What's up? What's up? I'm India from Chopping It Up with the Cholas,
And I'm Lokes.
and today we're going to be talking about addiction. But first, before we do, we want to give our shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, Sin City Photo _ Sin City Legends on YouTube. Um, Gemini Creative Creations. She does these beautiful koozies. And Soho Royalty Production. He has his own business. You guys go check him out. Go look for them on TikTok. And we also want to give a shout out to
323 Expressions. She's gonna be doing a giveaway for us. Only if you guys follow us on TikTok, follow her on TikTok, follow her on Instagram, and make sure you subscribe to Chopping Up with the Cholas on YouTube. That's the main thing. If you guys do all of those, then you will be. She's gonna do a giveaway, so give her a follow and give us a follow.
Yes. Now, getting into it. This is going to be like a little hard subject for some. A lot of people are not, it's just hard for people to talk about, Addiction is something that people, try to avoid talking about. But sometimes, it is necessary for people to get it out there, and it's a real thing. It's hard, it's heavy, it's a heavy topic, but you know what? It's something that we should talk about. I think we just need to kind of like get it out there. People need to see and listen, because it just might help somebody. Maybe you haven't even started. Maybe somebody hasn't started and they need to watch this. If you catch it before, it could probably help. So this is what we do. Yeah. This is why we want to do our podcast. This is why we're doing our podcast.
Yeah,
to try to help
you guys out there. We want to help you, and just like we're not trying to tell you that we know everything, but we have experienced it. We have seen it. Not personally, but what do you think are some of the signs for addiction?
Well, when it comes down to it, I think maybe it might not be you personally, but if you're around someone and you see that things are changing, the way they talk, the way they're acting, the sleep wise, everything is changing. It could be because there's something going on, and maybe it might not be catchable at first, because it can be like a little sneaky thing. It could be just like something that somebody tried for fun, and it ended up just turning out to be something that they just can't get rid of, and it just changes. You got to look out for the changes and stuff, the attitudes. And I've known quite a few people in my life and in my family that has done it and had long time addictions. And I think in one person in particular, the signs that I saw was she was a very angry person. She would yell a lot. She would, it was just in her nature to yell and be loud and aggressive and stuff. And the weird thing is that she started doing what she was doing, but it ended up being, it changed her. When I noticed that she was on what she was on, it ended up being where she just became like the sweetest person. She was like sweet, like super sweet. I remember I would be sleeping and she would come in and she would like hit me with a pillow to wake me up. She'd start yelling and being weird. And out of nowhere, some days she would just look at me, hey, wake up. Like really nice and calm. And she would do her hair. Like she would spend hours. She'd start cleaning ridiculously. Like it was just weird stuff. But I seen it, and I've seen the changes that she was having. But unfortunately, there was really nothing I could do to help her. Like she was already there to that point, and it turned out to being something that she had to do on her own to get out of it, And I don't know if this person had really fully got out of it.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, I've been around people that have been. You know what? Me myself, I've never been on no addiction. Thank God. But it's also because I've been around it all the time. Like all my life, I've been around it. And I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna put nobody out there, but watching someone have an addiction is just like no joke. Like when you have to deal with it, or say you have a family member or something that is stuck on something, it's very sad, it's very hurting. It hurts others, because the way people they start stealing, they start acting strange, they start getting paranoid, they start accusing you of things that you don't even do. Like they think that everybody's trying to set them up, you know what I mean? And they think that someone's constantly watching them. They think someone's always after them. And they just are not, like, if they're not on it, they're terrible. They're mean. They're mean, mean, mean. Mm-hmm. But when they have it, they're content. But they're also mean. It just depends on what type of addiction it is. You know what I mean? But when they don't have the choice of what they do, in front of them, they don't have it in hand, they take it out on everybody. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And they steal, you know what I mean? They'll take from your family, they'll take from their mom, their dad, they'll take from anybody they can, from the stores, from anywhere they could put their hands on. They just like lose all morals. And it's just very sad. Like there's one particular person that was under addiction, and it broke my heart because it's somebody that meant the world to me. And to see her go through what she went through is what made me stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? When I seen it, it broke my heart. I would cry and I would be like, why are you doing this to yourself? For what? But it's messed up, because when you get addicted to something like that, you just can't cold cut and stop, especially if it's a really deep drug. Like if it's something deep, you know what I mean? Like meth or heroin or, anything like that. Like it's terrible. You know what I mean? It's a very bad feeling, a very bad, like, what you got to go through, you know what I mean? To watch somebody, like, their life just go down the drain, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then they'll go do time, or they'll go, and they don't care because they're just trying to get the money, to get their stuff, to get their stuff so they could feel better or whatever they think. Because I don't know, like, honestly, I don't know really. I just know by knowing, like, my, somebody, someone else close to me, like, he was stuck on it too, like many people that I've known. Mm-hmm. But my ex from hell, he was, man, that fool, I couldn't even sleep because I didn't know what he was gonna do. I didn't know what he was thinking. I didn't know if he had plans to hurt me or hurt anybody or anything, you know what I mean? He was, like, I never knew what his attitude was going to be. I never knew if it was going to be a good day or a bad day, because if he didn't have, when he wasn't on it, he was Mr. Nice Guy and all that shit, you know what I mean? He was Mr. Nice Guy, but then it would change up when he didn't have it, you know what I mean? When he didn't have it, he was angry, he was mad, and then when he did have it, the other way around, right? Like when he had it, he was paranoid, he acted a fool, and just like, it changes somebody's whole persona. I'm talking like, you could be a absolute gorgeous, beautiful woman or a very handsome looking man, and it takes away all your looks. It takes everything away from you because you don't care about anything but what you're addicted to. You don't care how you look. You don't care about none of that. You just care about having that in your hand and doing anything you can to get to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I had one of my best friends. We this was a while back. This was over 12 years ago. She we used to party, you know, we used to go out. We did everything together. We were just like, oh, we were just like two butt cheeks. We just never separated. We were so close. Then I ended up meeting my husband, and when I first met him, we ended up like kind of like, you know, drifting off a little bit because, you know, I was more into my relationship, and, you know, we were just starting, so I kind of wanted to be with him all the time, and, you know, and little by little she started making other friends, and she started going down the wrong path. Like, she just started hanging out with these people, and I've seen the people that she would hang out with, and I'd be like, what are you doing? Why are you hanging out with these people? Like, what are you? And she was going through issues in her relationship, you know, and it was just really bad. It was a bad situation. So she ended up getting into whatever they were doing, and it changed her. She lost her kids. She lost her husband. Her family didn't talk to her. She lost everything. The last I've seen of her, and I felt so bad because I felt like if I would have just stayed around, and she wouldn't have had to go that route, you know. She wouldn't have looked for new friends. So I kind of like felt a little bad because I don't know. I felt like I could have been part of the reason why she drifted off to these people. And she, the last time I heard of her, she was knocking at my door because she wanted to take a shower because she was with some guy living on the street.
Oh my gosh.
And I tried to help her, you know. I brought her in. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, why are you doing this to yourself? You know, what is going on? And she's just like, I don't know. She's like, I just lost it. She's like, I was going through hard stuff in my relationship, you know, and I was on the verge of losing my kids, and I just couldn't do it anymore. Yeah. So it was like, I think for her, it started out as a coping mechanism, you know, going out with the friends who had it and did it, and it just turned into something just that she just couldn't get rid of anymore. Yeah. You know, and it's sad. It's a sickness, you know, and it's not okay if you know people and you're around people and they're going through some stuff. That's why it's good to talk. Yeah. Talk to people, because if you're going through it, you know, you're going through some issues, there's other ways to cope. There's other mechanisms that you can try. There's people that their main goal is to talk to you and help you get through hard times, because everybody goes through life, but only some take that way just one time trying it, and they just can't take it back. Yeah. It's crazy. And I've seen what it did. I've seen what it does to families. I've seen what it does to parents and stuff. You know, like I said before, my parents were on that stuff, and I seen what it did. I seen the rage that they had. I grew up with it around my house all the time, and I seen what it did to my families. And I knew what not to do. Yeah. I knew what not to do. Yeah. You know, and I always told myself growing up, I will never touch that shit. Right. Ever. If I have kids, I'm gonna treat them better. I'm gonna do them right, because it turns people so bad. It turns parents into no one. Like they're nothing inside, and nothing cares. You know, they don't care for nothing or no one. Yeah. So their children get the bad end of it. Yeah. And it's not okay. You know, it's not okay for people to go through that. And I've been around it. I've been offered. I've been around, like, in the same room where people were doing stuff like that. And for me, not once ever in my life did I look at any of that shit and say, I want to try that. Yeah. What is the hype? I have never ever wanted to try it. Never. But I'm going to tell you one thing, what happened to me one time. I used to be with this guy a long time ago, and I was sleeping at his pad. I was at his pad sleeping, you know what I mean? I don't do that. I don't mess with nothing like that, you know what I mean? I do not mess with nothing like that. That is not my cup of tea. It never has been my cup of tea. He knew it wasn't my cup of tea. I was sleeping, and because he was trying to wake me up before his mom got home, this fool went and blew some stuff in my nose. And I was like this, and I was like, what did you do? And he was like, I need you to wake up because my mom's coming. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? And my heart just was racing like crazy. And I never, I felt so
so violated, you know what I mean? Because that's something I never want to do. I never want to mess with that type of stuff because I've seen people, what it does to people. It's not a pretty sight, you know what I mean? And for, just to let you know, you guys, if you are with your partner and your partner's trying to get you into doing what they're doing just because they want you to join them, then they don't love you. They do not love you. Because if someone loves you, they're not going to offer you that poison that they do, thinking that, oh, so we could vibe together, looking at us like, no, that's not vibing. You don't care about somebody if you want somebody to do that. It's a terrible thing. Like I said, I've lived and learned. I've watched from afar. I've watched family members. I've watched my exes. I've watched friends. I've watched many people, and I've watched people go from all the way up here on top of the world to down to the floor where they ain't got nothing. And some ain't even here in this world no more because of it. You know what I mean? It's a terrible thing, and it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never done it. I've never been addicted to it. Never tried it. Never once wanted to. Ever. And I hope, those of you guys who are going through things, those of you guys who are out there, and youngsters, mainly, the young kids who don't know, don't let no friend tell you, oh, just try it just one time. That one time can be the last time.
Yeah.
Just don't do it. Take into consideration, what your parents or the people who love you tell you. They're not telling you because they don't want you to enjoy life. They're telling you because it's dangerous. It's something that you guys have to know. Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, don't ever try it. Not if somebody offers you anything, don't touch it. You don't know what's in it. You don't know what to, just don't do it. Don't do it.
And look at the stuff they got now. Look at that stuff, fentanyl, that can take your life. You know what I mean?
Quick.
It's like they got that. What's that one? Flocka. Have you ever heard of Flocka? It's like, it makes you like a zombie, fool. It makes you like a zombie, but they say you try it once, you'll never want to stop. And you sit there literally like a zombie. I mean, why? Why do you want to feel like that? I mean, I understand people have problems and people want to forget about their problems, but doing something like that is not going to help your life out. It's going to worsen it. It's going to make it worse, And for my kids, like, yes, my kid, like, in my heart and soul, I always tell my kids, please don't do that. Please, you've seen it. You've been around someone that has been addicted to it. Don't do that to yourself. You don't need it. You do not need that crap. It's poison, you guys. It's all you're doing is poisoning your body little by little, and then one day it's a wrap. And it's either you're gonna go 6 feet under, or you're gonna go do time. It's gonna be one of those, or you're gonna be homeless, and you're gonna live your life trying to get that addiction, that's gonna be your life. Just constantly trying to hustle to get that drug, to get that addiction, whatever you're addicted to. It could even be alcohol, you guys. It could even be alcohol. I mean, people think that we drink a lot, but it's not something I have to have. I don't have to have it. I don't have to wake up and open up a drink, because if you have to wake up to it all the time, then hey, you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a little problem there. Relax, slow it down. But when it comes to drugs, like that alone is just, it's bad, you guys. It's bad. No matter how you put it, it's bad. Like I said, people judge all the time. They probably look at me like, think that, oh yeah, she gets on a good one and she's this and that and that and this, that and this. But I don't. I really don't. I haven't. Like, the most I did was MJ, and I ain't gonna even lie. I did, PCP back in the days, and it almost messed me up one day. And when it did, that was my quitting time. I was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, I am done. but it's not good. It makes you ugly. Like all those things right there, when you get addicted to all that crap, it's just an ugly, ugly addiction. You know what I mean? There's no good there's nothing good about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, always teach your kids, like, and your family members, tell them, like, don't do it, you know, like, just try to not let people peer pressure you into all that crap. You know what I mean? Be strong, you know? You don't need that in your life.
Yes, you gotta be strong. You gotta have that willpower to say no. You know, let everybody else do it to each other if that's what they're gaining to do, but do not let anyone bring you with them. Because if their path is going down the wrong way, and you can't help them, don't let them bring you down with them. You know, you can try to talk and help people get out of it. You know, you can only do so much, but you can't really change anybody unless they're ready to change themselves when they're already on it. And the reason why I say this is because, you know, living with people who has done this, you know, being around it, their eyes are closed when it comes to everyone else around them. They don't, their main focus is just that, you know, and things happen to the people around them that they don't even realize is happening, you know, and unfortunately, you can't, me being a child, I couldn't change the people that I loved. You know, I wasn't enough to change them. They had to be ready to change for themselves. And unfortunately, no matter how hard somebody tries, there's sometimes there's just not enough to do, you know, and it's best to save yourself from turning in to the people that have hurt you, that have, you know, done this to themselves. And I don't know, it's a hard subject to talk about, like I said, because I was raised all around it, and it's just a mess. It's a mess.
It's no joke. That addiction is no joke out there, you know, like, it's just something you don't ever want to experience. So, and I have, like I said, I've been around it all my life. I've watched people, man, I've watched beautiful, beautiful women, and now they look like, man, like practically homeless looking, you know what I'm saying? Men too, like handsome men turn into like they're homeless, or they just look terrible, you know what I mean? And then and when, especially when they're talented, you know what I mean? There's some that have been so talented, you know how to rap, know how to do this, know how to do that, and sometimes it leads to death. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it leads to death. You know, it could be either because you OD, or because life is just too hard and you end up taking yourself out. You know what I mean? Or you take someone out because you're tripping your thoughts out so badly. Like, there's no freaking rainbow at the end of it, eh? Mm-hmm. There's no rainbow. There's no treasure, no rainbow at the end. All there is downhill. There's nothing. There's nothing there. You know what I mean? And remember, what you go through, you put the people that you love, they go through it also, because they have to watch their daughter or their son or their grandkids go through an addiction, that they have to watch you go down the drain, or watch you go do time because you want to act a fool, because you want to go do all kinds of stuff. Like, it's so much bad in it. It's just terrible. You know what I mean?
You guys have to remember, addiction is a sickness, but it didn't start that way. It started with a choice. You have a choice to do it or to not do it. The moment that you take that one hit, again, that's when it can become the addiction. So you want to prevent that. You want to prevent it from happening, because it is a choice. It's a choice in the beginning. After that, once you take that next step on getting there, that's when it turns into that addiction, and that's when it's a sickness. And sometimes it's a sickness that can't be cured. So, you know, choose the right thing. Choose yourself. Love yourself enough. Exactly. And again, everybody goes through life. Everybody has problems. Everybody has been through something terrible. but some people choose to keep their head up and keep fighting the good fight instead of taking the easy way out. And the drugs is just not the way to do it. Don't cope with drugs. It's just so bad.
And it messes with your mental health. Like, for life, you'll probably have to take meds because your mind is gone, because your brain is so freaking fried from all the crap that you did. You just, like, you have to take medicine. Like, I seen somebody on here say something about PTSD. I have PTSD because what I had to go through, because other people that had their addictions, you know what I mean? Now I have to take medication for life because what I had to go through. I don't sleep a lot because the things I went through. I had to keep my eyes open because I thought someone was trying to hurt me, but that was my choice because I stood with the fool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, you don't affect just yourself, you affect everybody around you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't love somebody especially if they try to get you to do it with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But again, anyone who's already addicted to it, they try to bring somebody else in. They never love the person around them anyways. You know, I don't think that's how it goes. It's just an all-out messed up situation. Just all out messed up, and it hurts to see the people that you love doing it, being a part of all that stuff. You know, it's just, I don't know. But unfortunately, there's just way too many people out there that are already on it. Yeah, I think for me, I think this is more of trying to get to the people who haven't done it and who are thinking about it. Or, you know, I think I really want to help somebody just not do it all in itself. You know, stay away from the bad influences, stay away from the people who are just doing all this bad stuff, because you just might want to get tempted one day, because we're all human. You know, we're all human at the end of the day, and we do make mistakes, but this is a mistake that you can't afford to do. Your life depends on it. I used to know someone, he used to be on shit so bad that when I met him, he was no longer on it, but he was just a person that was already, his brain, like you said, was fried. And he would sit in the corner and he would just have his hand over his face and he wouldn't look nobody in the eye. He was just like just somebody who would just sit there like this, just looking around. He had to have his back against the wall and say, what is going on? Like, why are you like this?
Yeah.
Well, because I took something that messed with my head. Right. That's what made me stop.
Right.
But he was already messed up. Yeah. You know, it already messed him up. So he had the right idea to quit, but it was already to the point that he was just done. You know, it's sad to see. Prevent it by not doing it.
You know what? I lost somebody very, very dear to me because of addiction. And she's no longer here. We tried to help her, but it was just too much, you know? And we miss her a lot, but I wish she could. We try to help her. We always try to help her. We always try to help her. She's gone now. That's why I wanted to talk about this too, because she left her kids behind. She left all her loved ones behind. She's not here no more. You know what I mean? And I wish she would have just stopped. But it's not easy to just stop. You can't just stop, cold cut stop. And you sure as hell can't be around someone that is doing it in front of you and waving it in your face all the time. You know what I'm saying? Addiction is no joke, guys. It's no joke. Just be aware of it. Be aware of the signs. And if you ever get offered, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to watch somebody pass away, to watch somebody go 6 feet under because it was too late for her, you know what I mean? So
Just, you guys, just, again, it's just for us telling you guys, we can't tell you what to do, but we're trying to help. We're trying to help prevent it because we've been around it, we've seen it, we've seen what it does, we've seen the hurt. Clearly it hurts everybody around them. And you know, you just gotta love yourself and love everyone around you enough to think about it. You know, don't do it. Don't do it. We just kind of wanted to get that out there. You know, this is like I said, it's a hard subject to talk about. It's traumatizing to everyone who is around it. We all have been affected by it. And I just hope we help you guys just a little bit. I hope this one right here sticks to the people who haven't done it or who's thinking about doing it or who knows people who are on it. You know, don't do it. Stay away from it.
yeah, it's poison. It's just poison, you guys. All you're doing is poisoning your body, poisoning your minds, poisoning your brains. It's just poison. And like I said, just you remember your family has to go through it with you. Your loved ones have to go through it with you also. So try to just think about that, you know. And there's people you can call for help. You can talk to somebody, you know what I mean? You can talk to somebody. You can get counseling. You can get help. You know,
It's never too late until it's too late. So if we are talking to some of you guys and you guys are listening and you're on it, fix it. Stop it. Do what you can. There are places out there. Just find a way. Find the will to give it up, because it's not worth your life. You're a beautiful person, and you probably have the biggest heart, and you can help somebody. If you get through it, you can help somebody else out of it. You know, that happens as well. And I hope people out there are trying. You know, try to do right for yourself and for everybody.
yeah.
I think that's gonna be the end of this one, you guys, because it's rough, you know. And
Yeah, it's a deep subject, but we did want to get it out there. We do want to get all these across to you. We want to get across to you. I know we're not going to get across to everybody, but you know, maybe we touched somebody. Maybe we made somebody think, you know. So that'll be it for this episode, but
we're gonna do something funny to help lift the spirits a little bit. We have a challenge that we're gonna be doing, the Chola challenge. We already picked it out of the hat.
yeah, we picked it out on the last one, but we didn't want to do it on the last one because it's gonna mess up our makeup. So
we're gonna do it
but
on
you're
this
gonna
one.
enjoy it.
Yeah, we're gonna
And
do it on
it
this
is this one right here. It was. Oh no, it wasn't this one. This one we need to get. It was. No, we did that one. Where'd it go? Sorry, guys. Not emotional.
It's the flower challenge.
Yeah, it's the flower challenge. Where'd it go?
I don't know. You got them over there. It's the flower challenge. Probably that one right there.
It's the flower challenge, guys. Oh, it's right here.
So we're gonna be
Flower
doing.
challenge.
We're gonna get some flour on the plates, on some plates, and unfortunately, we're gonna get asked 3 questions, and the person who gets it wrong will have their face.
If we get it wrong, either one, whether we get it wrong or not, our face is going into the flour.
So hopefully, she knows all the answers. I can't fail another challenge, okay?
Right there, yeah.
Special guest is my man. No, G, don't look at it. Not
All right, you guys ready?
you get me dunked.
Ready to get fucked in?
Are you guys ready? What's up with your nose?
You got it
Go
going?
and smell it in.
Did you do it?
No.
Oh. Are you guys ready? Ready?
Do you have it going? Is it on?
Wait, that's on? Oh shit. I'm already all fucking floury.
Okay, so do you guys get the chance to answer at the same time?
We can answer it whatever,
answer.
as long as we get it correct.
If we're correct, we're good. If we're not correct, then we got to dunk.
Okay.
So we'll
Ready?
only get dunked once if we get it wrong, right?
Yeah.
There's no other question after that if we get it wrong?
No, there's 3
We
questions.
get done 3 times?
Yeah.
Put that plate down. It's gonna
You
fall all
trying
over.
to drown
Ready?
Put it
me?
down.
Look, you're not understanding.
Pick it up, man.
Do it again.
There's no way.
That's pretty
Okay.
sexy.
All right, ready? Question 1. I hope you guys know this. How many Super Bowls do the Raiders have?
3.
What do you say, babe?
Wait, I already answered that question.
Okay, she answered, but she hasn't yet.
3.
Okay.
Just
Question
keep it to
2.
yourself. That's it.
Question 2. You guys passed. All right. Question 2. What year was Lowrider magazine first published?
Oh.
1973.
Your turn, babe. Hurry up. Come on.
Are you okay?
Hurry up, or you're gonna get
I'm
done.
trying.
At least I answered.
1977.
She got it right.
Yes!
All right. Okay. You guys ready for the last one? Okay. You guys ready? In what city did Pachucos originate from?
Texas.
What city?
Oh, I don't know. San Antonio.
Come on, babe.
El Paso.
She got it right.
And she was only guessing.
No, I was like, the lowrider one was 76, 77. I was gonna say 76. I was like, no, 77. Look at her indent. Look at her indent.
Can I see?
Look at her indent.
Can I see?
Show the camera.
Show the camera. The main camera.
I can actually see her whole face expression.
God.
I see Lokes in there. Look, it's Lokes. Are we done?
Yeah.
Did you finish it already?
Someone?
Okay, guys. That concludes our episode for today. Thank you for coming in. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget, we are going to be having a Chopping It Up with the Chola's TikTok, so you guys can see all the upcoming things, the bloopers, everything. We're going to have all kinds of stuff on there. Make sure you guys follow when we put it out. You guys have a good one. Amiga.
Loads.
What's up, guys? We're back. So we got a bonus for you because the fellas wanted to join in on the fun. So we decided we're going to ask them 3 personal questions that they need to know about us. And if they get it wrong, they go in.
Oh my God.
Okay? So Lokes, get over here. You're going to dunk your man and I'm going to dunk mine. Can you scoot over a little? right, which one should we ask first?
What brand of foundation do I use?
FP County.
Yours,
FB
right?
County?
Yours, babe?
Yeah.
NYX?
Milani Conceal and Perfect. Thank you very much. I say it
How
all
are we
the
supposed to
time.
get that?
I say it all the time.
Maybelline?
OG always hears me talking about it.
And I always say it on YouTube. I mean,
Always.
on TikTok, always.
God,
What's
man.
my favorite Disney movie?
You have a favorite Disney movie?
Yes, I have a favorite Disney movie. You
I lost
know
already.
this.
I
You better
lost.
guess.
He ducked himself.
Wait.
I lost.
Hurry up.
Little Mermaid.
You already ducked yourself.
Okay,
Yeah.
see, that's why I dunked myself.
Well, yeah, that was mine.
What was it?
Aladdin?
Oh, it was?
Aladdin?
What bra size do I wear?
Double D's.
It was
Yeah, what
it
is
was Emperor's New Groove.
Oh!
Remember?
Fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of your face.
So your bra size?
What's my bra size?
Is it 36 or 38D?
Pick one. Pick one.
38?
38 what?
D?
Okay.
38 special.
I got two.
Oh my god.
He knew he did.
Alright, guys.
Good towel.
OG, you should get India ass. Everybody get cake